Okay, this video is on how to create a regression line and find the R value for a regression line from a scatter plot. So first we're going to enter in our data. We're going to create a new document, and it's going to be on add list and spreadsheet. To add data, you have to go to list and spreadsheet. This is where we enter our data, and it's on page 1.1. They label it for us here. Up in A, I want to label this list 1, so I'm just going to type in L1. And B, I'm going to label this list 2, L2. Now, you could also label L1 as your X values and L2 as your Y values. I'm just going to label them L1, which is my X values, and L2, which are my Y values. So I'm looking at the data in the workbook for that example problem 10.2 car rental companies, and I'm going to enter that in. Okay, let's do L2. Okay, all of our data is entered in. Now we have to create a scatter plot. So to do that, we're going to add another page. In order to add the page, see how the page is a plus page right here. You have to go Control, Document, and we're going to add a page. It's going to be add data and statistics. To create the scatter plot, we're not done. This kind of looks like a scatter plot, but that's not it. We have to label our x-axis and y-axis. Down here, we're going to label, click on it, and we're going to label it L1. Our x-axis is L1, and here is our y-axis. So you can use your cursor and come over here to the y-axis and click on it, and we're labeling our y-axis L2. This is our scatter plot. So this is the scatter plot for what we have. So we entered in our data, we created a scatter plot. We're now going to go back to our data, and we're going to calculate our regression formula or regression equation and our R value. What we do is here in the C column, there is nothing typed in. So at the top of the C column at C1, I want my data to be put here. I want this regression formula, an equation to be put here. So in order to do that, we click on that empty box, C1, or wherever we want the data. We could have put it over here. I'm going to put it right here. We're going to go to the menu button. Number 4, statistics. Number 1, stat calculations. And then we're going to use the linear regression number 4, A plus BX. When you click on this, you now have to fill in the X list. X list, the X is L1 and the Y list is L2. Everything else you can leave alone on here. It doesn't matter. But we just want X1 and list 1 and list 2 in the X list and the Y list. So I'm going to hit OK. And now if you notice, we have, and I can arrow over a little bit, we have our regression equation. This is really y equals a plus bx. A 0.396 goes in the A spot. B 0.106 goes into the B spot. And to find R is right here. This is our R value, 0.98. We scroll down to find our R value. So we have everything we need. Just to show you what the regression line looks like, I'm going to create the actual regression line. It's called the best fit line. It's the line that fits into that data the best. So we're here in 1.2. We're going to click on menu. We're going to analyze number 4. And by the way, these instructions are in your workbook in 10.1. As you follow along in the video, you can actually read the instructions also. We're going to go to number 6, regression. And just like we did earlier, our regression is going to be number 2, A plus BX. Show linear regression. And here is our formula or our equation, y equals 0.396 plus 0.106x. That's our actual equation. All right. That's it for 10.1, finding R and finding your linear regression equation. It's also called the best fit line. If you notice this line, it tries to fit into the data the best it can. I hope this video helped.